The quiet hum of a hospital room, the sterile scent of antiseptic, and the rhythmic beep of a heart monitor. These are the sounds that mark the beginning of a terrifying new chapter for Jana Duggar. For years, we watched her grow up on television screens, the eldest Duggar daughter, the one who seemed to carry the weight of her family on her shoulders. But nothing could have prepared her, or her millions of followers, for the shocking turn her postpartum journey would take. What was supposed to be a time of serene bonding and baby cuddles quickly devolved into a fight for survival, a story that serves as a stark reminder that even the most seemingly perfect moments can be shattered in an instant. The Duggar family has been a staple of reality television for nearly 2 decades, and fans have watched Jana navigate life with a quiet grace that set her apart from her more boisterous siblings. At 36, she was the last of the older Duggar children to marry, and the announcement of her pregnancy with husband Stephen Wissmann felt like the final piece of a long-awaited puzzle. After a courtship that was kept largely private, a departure from the family's typical public whirlwind romances, Jana and Stephen finally tied the knot in August 2024, surrounded by 500 guests in an Arkansas ceremony that felt like a fairy tale ending for the woman who had been dubbed Cinderella by fans for so many years. The arrival of their son, Archie Gerald Wissmann, on December 30th, 2025, was supposed to be the culmination of that dream. However, as the world soon learned, the postpartum period brought not just joy, but a terrifying test of strength that would leave her hospitalized just weeks later. The news of Archie's birth was met with an outpouring of love. In a joint Instagram post on January 23, 2026, Jana and Stephen shared their joy with the world, writing, "We took some time to settle into our new rhythm before sharing this sweet news." Archie Gerald Wissmann arrived on December 30th, 2025, and our hearts have been completely changed. The images showed the new parents beaming, their faces filled with a kind of pure, unfiltered love that only a newborn can inspire. But beneath the surface of this beautiful announcement, a storm was brewing. It was a carefully curated moment that masked the hidden turmoil that had unfolded behind closed doors. The initial weeks of motherhood are often romanticized, a haze of soft blankets, gentle coos, and endless adoration. But for Jana, the reality was vastly different. In a heartfelt update on Instagram, she peeled back the curtain on her struggle, revealing a recovery that was anything but peaceful. She admitted, "The past 2 weeks have been a very unexpected postpartum journey for us," confessing that her recovery had been very slow and painful, a far cry from the quick bounce back that many new mothers hoped for. In hindsight, this pain was a warning sign, a physical manifestation of an internal battle her body was losing. It was a stark departure from the usual glowing updates, a moment of raw vulnerability that connected her to countless other mothers who have felt the crushing weight of a difficult recovery. The situation escalated to a frightening crescendo when Jana's pain was no longer just a manageable discomfort, but a dangerous infection. She was hospitalized for a postpartum infection of her uterine lining, a condition that had begun its sinister spread to her bloodstream. By the time she reached the emergency room, she was in very bad shape, a chilling admission that highlights just how quickly a standard recovery can spiral into a life-threatening emergency. The image of the usually composed, capable Jana fighting for her health just weeks after giving birth is a powerful one. A 3-day, 2-night hospital stay is a harrowing experience for anyone, but for a new mother desperate to be home with her newborn, it must have felt like an eternity. What made this ordeal particularly poignant was the context of Jana's pregnancy. It wasn't just the postpartum period that was difficult. The entire journey had been a challenge. She had shared that it was a very challenging pregnancy, a statement that paints a picture of months of struggle culminating in this terrifying climax. Furthermore, eagle-eyed fans had noted her swollen appearance in videos leading up to the birth, sparking worries about preeclampsia, a serious condition characterized by high blood pressure and swelling. While she never confirmed this diagnosis, The concern underscores the public's investment in her well-being in the sense that she had already weathered a storm before giving birth. The fact that she was now hospitalized added a layer of tragedy to a story that was already tinged with anxiety. In a strange twist of fate, Jana's baby, Archie, proved to be the anchor that kept her grounded. Despite her own failing health, she noted that her son was a dream, sleeping well, nursing well, and was such a trooper coming along for our crazy ride through the hospital. This tiny miracle who had just entered the world became her source of strength. He was the calm in the chaos, the steady heartbeat in a room full of beeping medical equipment. His very presence offered her the will to recover, reminding her of what she had to fight for. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the powerful bond between mother and child, a bond that can turn even the most terrifying hospital stay into a story of hope.